What is going on, good people? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm coming to you to do the 100 layers of me video. I know you guys have seen all of the different 100 layers in and around YouTube, and I was really trying to think hard and long about what it was that I could do to participate in this. And I was actually watching a fellow YouTuber. Her name is Treah. I believe her channel name is Treah Nykia. But Treah did a 100 layers of getting to know me. So basically I left her a comment and let her know that I was going to be stealing this idea. So thanks so much, Treah, for the inspiration. I hate to bite your style, but this was basically easy and definitely inexpensive, and I thought it was a great way to go. And for me, because I'm so new to YouTube and a lot of people don't know me, I felt like it was a great way to just get a little bit more insight into tea. So the name of this video will be 100 layers of me getting to know tea. Without further ado, let's just hop right in. I'm a Pisces. I have a daughter. I was engaged not once, but twice. It was the same person, two separate dates. I have a bachelor's degree in business management. My favorite ice cream is Haagen-Dazs Vanilla Swiss Almond. I don't like any animals, especially dogs. Yes, especially dogs. Big dogs, small dogs, even your dog. I do not like dogs. And if you guys want me to go into more detail about why I don't like dogs, I guess I could make maybe a story time video about what happened and let you guys know about my traumatization. I am natural. Speaking of natural, I got my last relaxer in 2009. I transitioned my hair for 53 weeks exactly. I'm 5'8". I was the captain of my high school volleyball team. I am my mom's only child. Contrary to popular belief, I am an introvert. I am a hopeless romantic. I was born and raised in the same city that I currently live, which is very rare these days. I think a lot of people move around a lot, whether it be for school, work, or whatever, but I still live in the same city that I was born and raised. I've traveled a lot, but I've never physically lived in another city outside of Jacksonville. I love football. My two favorite teams are the Florida Gators for college football, and for NFL, it's the Jacksonville Jaguars. Jacksonville did not always have a football team, so I grew up as a Dallas Cowboy fan. I didn't realize that I wanted to go to college until my junior year of high school. The reason that I did not know that I wanted to go to college until my junior year of high school is because I went through a time period of burnout. I went through burnout because I went to all college prep schools from 3rd through 12th grade. So as you can imagine, my workload was always high, always tough, and I was just over it. I originally wanted to go to college to pursue an art degree, and I low-key regret not doing it. I ended up changing my major to nursing. I don't like Starbucks coffee. Before you even start, don't come for me. I don't like Starbucks coffee. I'm sorry. I think they have great teas, but I do not like Starbucks coffee. I think it is so nasty, and I really do not understand the hype. I think people have trained their taste buds to like Starbucks coffee. I think people are addicted to it because it's burned, so it's stronger, but I just don't like Starbucks coffee. So we're just gonna leave it at that, okay? I talked about this in a previous video. If you watch my vlogs, if you don't watch my vlogs, you need to go watch my vlogs. Subscribe, keep up, watch my vlogs. Support your girl, support your girl. Anyway, I talked about this in one of my very first vlogs. I can't remember which one, but I'll probably link it up here somewhere. But I despise the taste of salmon, unless it is sushi or salmon croquettes. Now let me let you know something. Let me put y'all on game. If you're from the South, and maybe maybe the Midwest, you know about some salmon croquettes. Salmon croquettes is bomb. But it's so much stuff in the croquette batter that you probably can't even taste the real fish. And that's probably why I like it. But I do love sushi, like salmon rolls. Oh my God, I love salmon those 2 ways and those 2 ways only. I do not like salmon fillets, grilled, seared, sauteed, smoked, baked, fried. I don't like it. It's nasty. I have had it every which way you can think. People told me don't get farm raised, get wild caught. Listen, honey, I've tried it every which way possible. I don't like salmon. It's thick. It's so thick. Why is it so thick? It's like the seasoning. Let me tell y'all something. This is how I like my fish. I like the seasonings to be able to get up in the spirit of that salmon. Okay, and I need my seasonings to go through. So when I taste my salmon, I should not be tasting a fresh catch of the day. Okay, I should not be tasting ocean water. Okay, I should be tasting seasonings. Okay, it's so disgusting. I do not like salmon fillets. Okay? Okay. I'm addicted to YouTube. People talk to me about all these other shows that's on TV, and I just sit there and just stare at them like, because I can't relate. All I do is watch YouTube. Now don't get me wrong, every now and then I will watch reruns of old shows, but when I say like reruns of old shows, like I'm talking The Cosby Show, A Different World, Martin, Living Single, all of these type shows. I will watch those every day of the week, Bernie Mac. But all these new age shows that people be talking to me about, I don't have a clue what they are talking about. I have never, here's another fact, I have never in my life watched Housewives of anybody. What is it? Housewives of Atlanta, Detroit, Kalamazoo. I don't know who, what is it? Basketball wives, football wives, soccer wives, field hockey, croquet wives. I don't know. I don't know. I can't relate to any of this. I have never watched this. Never. Ever. When people talk to me about it, I just, again, I can't add nothing to this conversation because I don't have a clue what you're talking about. I just watch YouTube. That's it. YouTube is my life. When I was younger, I wanted to go to California to work for Warner Brothers as a cartoonist. The one household chore that I just despise with every ounce of my being, with every morsel of my soul, is washing dishes. Oh, I can't stand it, y'all. I can't stand it. I do it because I'm the only person in this house that can wash dishes at this point. But when I tell y'all, I cannot wait till my daughter get up in age and start washing these dishes. Like, she don't have to do nothing else. Outside of keeping her room clean, she don't have to do nothing else in this house but keep these dishes clean. I cannot stand to wash dishes. Like, to the point where I buy plastic forks, knives, spoons, paper plates, styrofoam cups. I throw away everything. I know that's probably not good for the environment. I know it's gonna be some tree huggers out here that just don't even like the fact that I do that. But listen, y'all not over here washing these dishes though. See, while y'all thinking, okay, that's not good for the environment, but I'm actually helping at the same time because I'm saving water. See, all that water that I would be wasting washing these dishes, I'm saving it. I'm saving that. I hate lima beans. I can't stand lima beans. I don't know why. I really don't like most beans, but lima beans in particular, just, I can't deal. It feels like when I was a little kid and you know how they would like fix your plate and be like, Y'all know how it is growing up in black houses. They be like,
you better eat everything on that plate.
I would eat everything on that plate but them lima beans. And my mom would be like,
you're not gonna get up from this table till you eat them lima beans.
And I'd be like,
I'm just gonna sit here all night long because the way I'm set up, I'm not about to eat these lima beans.
I'm telling you, it feel like, it just feel like they just swelling. They just multiplying in your mouth. I just can't stand no lima beans. You know what? Y'all ever did a little science experiment when you was in like elementary school where you made a little volcano out of paper mache and then, you know, you pour in the baking soda and then you pour in the vinegar and then it have a little, you know, chemical reaction and then all the little stuff. What is it? Fizz. You know what I'm talking about? It just spews out of the top like lava. That's the way I feel like these beans gonna spew out of my mouth. I detest lima beans. Are we clear on how much I just don't like lima beans? I don't like lima beans. My least favorite color is pink. I'm pretty sure by now you guys can have picked up on the fact that I'm a tomboy. I grew up as a tomboy. I'm still very much so a tomboy, even though I'm a mom. And I do have some girlish ways about me, but I'm not very girly. I'm very much so a tomboy. I'm in tune with non-girly things. I don't know why. I do know why. Because I didn't grow up around girls. The majority of my family consists of males. So yeah, that's what happened, and it shaped me into who I am now. I used to play the clarinet. Okay. Let me, I don't even know how to preface this, give a disclaimer. I don't even know, because I already know once I say this, it's gonna be a gang of people trying to come for me in the comments, okay? Just don't do it. Just don't, okay? This is a getting to know tea. This is getting to know me, okay? You don't have to agree with the things that I say. This is how I am. I am not a Beyonce fan. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, I know that probably just rocked all of y'all little world, just shouted everything. I understand. Listen. I'm not saying that I don't like Beyonce. I'm not saying that she can't sing. I'm not saying that she can't dance. I'm not saying that she's not pretty. I'm not saying that she's not a good mama to little blue ivy. I'm not saying any of that. I'm just saying that I don't really get the hype. I just don't. I just don't. I'm not hating. I swear to God I'm not. She's just not my cup of tea. I guess that's just the best way to put it. I'm not hating. She's just not my cup of tea. Let's just leave it at that, okay? When I was younger, I used to be a name brand junkie. My name brand of choice was Tommy Hilfiger. Y'all, when I tell y'all, like, thinking back about this, I really don't even know why my family even entertained my foolishness. Like, seriously, I didn't have job to first, and I'm around here demanding $100, $200, $300 stuff. Like, why? What? Are you serious? They should have told me to take my tail to JCPenney, Old Navy, whatever. But no, they entertained this. And when I tell y'all, everything in my closet was Tommy. I was Tommy from head to toe. They used to call me Tommy Girl. I had Tommy perfume. I had Tommy socks, shoes, shirts, pants, shorts. I even had a Tommy necklace. Tommy. I had several Tommy jackets and a Tommy raincoat. Who have a Tommy raincoat? Like, what did I even really need a Tommy raincoat for? This lasted from 7th grade to my junior year of high school. That's a long time. I'm talking everybody in my family. They got to the point where they would not buy me any gifts. You know, my family not balling. So they be like, look, we can't afford Tommy, but here go a gift card and we'll put a little something on it. I'm telling you, Tommy, we used to ride to the Tommy outlet in Darien, Georgia, which is about 45 minutes up the road from here. Not even 45, between 30 and 45 minutes, depending on how fast you drive. Up the road from Jacksonville, going north. And we would go to the Tommy Outlet, and my own grandma, in her old age, God bless her, she up there swiping her credit card to get her baby some Tommy. Ain't that trifling? I was so trifling. Moving on. Beef and turkey are my least favorite meats. I lotion my body from head to toe every day. Yup, including the booty. I think people probably think that that's weird, but I do, because I'm all about some soft skin. And every time somebody just happen to like just grab my arm or whatever, people be like,
Damn, your skin so soft.
that's why. Every day since I was in middle school, I have slathered my body in something. It might be lotion, might be shea butter, might be coconut oil, but something going on in the skin, because one thing your girl don't like, one thing your girl don't tolerate is ash. I have a major car fetish. Once again, I told y'all I'm not girly. I love cars. If you follow me on Instagram, you've seen a few of the cars that I've posted. I love cars. Like, it's unhealthy. Seriously. Like, here's another fact. I have personally owned 4 vehicles, 3 cars and 1 SUV. And even though I've made a vow to slow down on buying cars, I seriously can't wait till I get my next car. But it's gonna be a while from now. But I'm telling you, goals. I have extremely bad motion sickness. Y'all, this motion sickness stuff is no joke. It has really kind of taken over my life in a sense. I have learned to control it in some ways. I've been on several cruises, and you talking sick. The place where it got the worst was a flight. One time, it's story time, y'all. Oh my God. But just know it got really bad on a flight and really bad on a roller coaster. But it really basically rules my life. And if I don't take the proper precautions, if I don't do everything that I'm supposed to do to control it ahead of time, it will ruin a trip for me. I'm telling you from experience. I just can't stand it. I can't deal. I've gone to the doctor about it. It is just one of those things. I'm one of those people that gets motion sick over almost anything. I can get motion sick riding in a car. I typically get motion sickness if I'm not the one driving. Like, it's bad, y'all. It's bad. The only thing that I have never gotten motion sick on is a train. I don't know why, but I just have never gotten motion sick on a train. I've been on a train like 3 times, I think. But yeah, I could eat Jamaican food every single day. Oh God, I love me some Jamaican food. You hear me? OMG, I'm dying to go back to Jamaica. We have like several Jamaican restaurants here in Jacksonville. And you know, I've tried my hand at cooking some Jamaican dishes and I'm pretty good, I have to say. I'm pretty good. But oh my God, I love it. I could eat it every day. And I was just in hog heaven when I actually went to Jamaica a couple years back. My least favorite food is Mexican food. To all my Mexican people out there, don't take offense to this. Please don't. It's nothing against y'all. I love y'all from the bottom of my heart. But I can't eat Mexican food like that. Like, I literally can eat Mexican food 4 to 5 times a year. It's something about Mexican food. I have to have a taste for it. And on top of that, it's so heavy. Like, when I'm finished eating, I'm ready to take a nap. I got the itis. Like, I don't know what it is. Once a season, one spring, summer, fall, that's all I could take. And maybe a honorable mention, or maybe one of my friends want to go out for a special occasion. But that's it. 4 to 5 times a year, Mexican food. I'm telling y'all, I can't deal with Mexican food. But I love some Mexican people. Shout out to all my Mexicanos. I love you. I hate chili. I don't know what it is about chili. I don't even like the smell of chili. It stinks. And let me tell y'all, they do a chili cook-off at my job every year. And every year they try to get me to be on the committee to work the little chili cook-off. That chili get my gag reflex going hard. I cannot stand chili. It stinks and it don't even taste good. Again, I've had several different varieties, several different versions of chili. It is not good to me. I'm addicted to sweets. Yes, I need to go to Sweets Anonymous because it's out of hand. And you know what, now that I think about it, I did not really have an addiction to sweets before I got pregnant. So something happened, my hormonal imbalance or whatever was going on inside of me, and now I have this ridiculous sweet tooth, like I constantly want sweets. And it's honestly the one thing that's holding me back from like really losing weight like I want to, because sometimes I feel like I have no control, none. Like I will literally drive miles and miles to somebody's uncle, cousin, baby mama, twice removed bakery because I seen on Facebook where they posted that they was selling something that looked ultra good. Like that's a problem. I got a problem. I got a real problem. That's crazy. I'm burning gas, and y'all know I don't burn gas for nobody. Burning gas to satisfy my sweet tooth. Y'all, if anybody has any type of recommendations of what I should do, don't come in the comments talking about
You should substitute fruit for sweets.
that's not the same. Fruit is no substitute for anything sweet. I'm telling you. That's what you tell people who don't, they on the fence. I'm a full-fledged addict. Boy, I sound like I'm talking about dope. But for real, I'm a full-fledged addict. Okay, you can't substitute no little grapes, no little apples, orange slices. No, you can't substitute that for no real sweets. I'm a sweets connoisseur. Okay, so if anybody, other than fruit, if anybody has any suggestions on what I can do to curb my sweet tooth, please leave them down below because your girl is desperate. I mean, seriously. Speaking of sweets, my favorite cake is red velvet cake. Now listen, here we go right here. I'm not talking about the little funky behind red velvet cake from your local grocery store. That's play, honey. That's play. I'm not talking about a little funky behind Duncan Hines box red velvet cake. Honey. No. I'm talking about somebody, old auntie, old auntie, in the kitchen, slaving, making this red velvet cake from scratch. And y'all know real red velvet cake connoisseurs, the red in the cake has to be a certain hue. It has to be a certain hue, because you can eyeball some real red velvet cake. If you really love red velvet cake the way I love red velvet cake. Red velvet cake ain't no joke. I love tea. My favorite teas are peppermint tea, ginger tea, and chai. I used to be a bartender. I eat 1 to 2 whole watermelons every single week. My favorite food is blue crabs. I've been working at the same company for the past 10 plus years. I don't know how to swim, but y'all, it's my goal to learn how to swim by the time I am 35 years old. But as of today, I do not know how to swim. Which is ironic because I am addicted to water. Like I said, I'm a Pisces sign, which is a fish sign, and I am so addicted to water. And I've almost drowned 3 times in my life. Don't ask me why, don't ask me how. The last time was actually not that long ago, it was last year. So sad, so tragic. But I'm determined, like that's at the top of my list, like to learn how to swim. My daughter knows how to swim, I just don't know how to swim. And be honest with you, I'm terrified. I'm very terrified, but I'm more terrified of dying by drowning. So yeah, I'm gonna get this together real soon. I used to be on a bowling team. The highest bowling score that I have ever gotten was a 264. If I could vacation anywhere in the world, it would be Australia. So like I told you guys, I have been natural, or should I say, I started going natural in 2009. Between the years of 2009 to about 2011, tons of people encouraged me to make videos, YouTube videos about it, and just to help others. And I thought long and hard about it, and I procrastinated about it, and low key, I kind of sort of feel like I missed the boat. Like, I mean, it's been done a million times now, but I kind of kick myself about it. Like, I don't have many regrets in my life, but I have a couple, and that's definitely one of them. I really wish I would have, took advantage and just went ahead and started making videos like back in 2009, 2010, and just God knows where I would be by now. Not that I'm in it for fame, but just I would probably be a lot closer to my vision and my purpose for my life than I am now. I'm a huge procrastinator. Oh my God, I'm the worst, the absolute worst. But you know what's funny? I don't know why this seems like this, but I do some of my best work at the last minute. I don't know why, because I hate putting that type of pressure on myself, that type of stress. But I can come up with some gems. Oh my God, like y'all, like sometimes even now I'll go back and I'll run across like old papers from college and stuff like that, and I'm like, I wrote that. Oh, your girl was on fire. But that's not good. I'm not encouraging procrastination, and in fact, I would love to be better at this. I'm gonna get better at it. Not love, I'm going to one day be better at this. I will not be a procrastinator at one point in my life. My friend Kim and I used to host a natural hair care forum in Jacksonville. We did it, I think it was 2010 and 11, maybe even 2012. But then we just stopped doing it. We would always get questions about natural hair. Actually, Kim was the one that asked me first about transitioning to natural and being natural, because it's something that she wanted to do. And then after that, she just took off with it, and people would always just ask us questions about being natural. What do we use? What is our regimen? What do we suggest? People still to this day ask me about being natural, and I constantly give advice. But we actually hosted a forum, an open forum, and we had a lot of ladies that would come, and our very first one was at Dave & Buster's, and yeah, we outgrew that quickly. People were looking at us like, what are they doing over there with all those tables pushed together? But yeah, it was awesome. We thoroughly enjoyed it. We always had food. We always had giveaways. We created a newsletter. We did all kinds of things, and maybe we should start that back up. I don't know, but that's what we used to do. My natural hair is brush dry length. Fact, I don't know why, but I have always wanted a son. I always thought I would have a son. I never pictured myself with a daughter, probably because I was a tomboy, but I always thought that I would have a son. I would much rather be hot than cold. If I could live in a tropical climate all year long, like I absolutely would. This is why I probably will never ever leave Florida, because I don't like being cold. Other than water, there is nothing more refreshing to me on a hot summer day than a tall, cold glass of milk. I know it's gonna be people like, what? I'm telling y'all, I love me some milk. My favorite two wines are German Riesling and pretty much any type of rosé. I'm the cheapest person that I know. Real talk. Nobody is cheaper than me. Save your coins. I'm telling you. Hashtag save your coins. I have a deep passion for music. Like all genres. Like I love music. I can't even begin to stress that. Like I love music. I just do. It just does something to me. It makes me feel good when it gets in my spirit. Like I can vibe to pretty much any music, even country. I know a lot of black people don't typically like country that much, or maybe they just don't listen to it or give it a chance, but I like all genres of music. I haven't found a genre that I really just detest. Like if I had to think of my least favorite genre, it would probably be like heavy metal. Like it's hard to get into that. But I mean, it's a couple things out there, like you just have to be open-minded. But I'm telling you, like I love music and I love artists that aren't widely known, like less popular artists, but I'm telling you, they have some of the best music. Like you're like, why is this person so underrated? Like I'm telling y'all, I love music. If I could revisit 3 places that I've already traveled to, it would be Canada, Haiti, and Antigua. I've never worked a regular job such as being a waitress or being a cashier or working at like a grocery store or something like that. Never. Every single job that I have ever had, including my very first job, has been in corporate America, except when I was a bartender. In 2017, I plan to dread my hair. I love to travel and explore places that I have never been, and I love to do things that aren't really considered the touristy thing. Like I love to go off the beaten path, and I love to just immerse myself in different cultures and see what it's like to actually like live wherever I am and just take it all in. Like I love that type of stuff. I live for that type of stuff. That's why ultimately, like I wish that I had a job or a career, should I say, where I was paid to travel. My only minor setback may be my daughter in school, so of course I would need to be here for that. But if I could, if my dream would be to get paid to travel and just around the world, like oh my gosh, I would so love that. I've climbed a waterfall before. When it comes to road trips and going places, I have a photographic memory. I don't know how I developed this. Maybe it was just out of fear of being lost, kidnapped, you name it. I don't know. I've never been kidnapped, by the way. But I just remember things. Like I remember landmarks. I remember things that most people don't remember. My family is from the country. I've expressed that in several of my vlogs. And from a little kid, I remember going back to Georgia, to like small podunk counties where my family grew up, and I could tell you like almost turn by turn how to get back to these places. Like we're talking down road, like dirt roads, like you know, way off the beaten path. Like it's so weird. Like I just have this photographic memory, like just certain things stand out to me, and anytime my family wants to go back, they always make sure I'm on the trip because I'm basically like a human GPS. It's so weird, but I am. Large bodies of water calm me. So like, I live in Jacksonville, Florida, obviously. Florida's a peninsula. But I thankfully and luckily live on the coast, so I'm not too far away from the beach, which is of course is the Atlantic Ocean. But Jacksonville is also called the River City because we have the St. Johns River that flows straight through here. And any type of body of water, it could be river, it could be lake, it could be the ocean, whatever, all of those elements just calm me. If I'm stressed out, I go to the beach or I take a run along the river. Like, I just love being around the water. It just does something for my spirit. I don't know if it's like that for other people, but if you're the type of person that might be going through something and you have access to these things, I encourage you to try to go near water. Just calmness comes over you. You don't need to bring anybody with you. Just go by yourself. Let the breeze, if there is a breeze, hopefully, let the breeze, blow through your hair, blow, across your skin. I'm telling you, water calms me like nothing else in this world can calm me. I love socks. Y'all, I love me some socks. I have all kinds of socks. I have a sock drawer. Do most women have a sock drawer? I feel like most men have a sock drawer, but I don't know if most women do. Like, I love socks, toe socks, thick socks, fuzzy socks, multicolored socks. Like, I love socks. I just do. I just have this, they're just fun. I don't know how else to explain it. If you're a sock person, then you understand like my love for socks. I love socks. It's probably because I don't like my feet to be cold too. But I'm afraid of snakes and all reptiles. I pretty much kind of sort of covered this before, but I just want to make sure that you guys understand. Before I said that I'm afraid of all animals, and I know snakes and reptiles are animals as well, but I just want to emphasize, like, I don't like snakes or any other reptile. Like, let's just be clear. I don't like nothing but humans, and some humans I don't really care for that much, if I'm being honest. Although I do not like animals, this is gonna sound so crazy, I love nature. I love the beauty and the ambiance of nature. It's just so peaceful to me. And I didn't always like nature. I didn't. I was the type of person that I didn't want dirt, dust, bugs. I didn't want to sweat. I didn't want nothing on me. And now it's like I just prefer to be outside. I don't want to be in a building cooped up. I love fresh air. Again, all a part of that calming, like the water. I just love nature. I don't like the animals, but I do love everything else about nature. Go figure. I have 20/20 vision. My favorite season is spring. I cannot stand to watch basketball on TV. I can watch basketball in person. You give me some tickets to a basketball game. It could be a high school football or it could be a high school basketball game. It could be a ABA game. It could be NBA game. As long as it's live, I'm good. The moment it comes on TV, I'm out. I just can't. I don't like it. I don't know why, but I just don't like it. So when it's basketball season and people talking about March Madness, I think that's one of, I don't know, because again, I can't relate. I'm back to looking blank face and crickets playing in the background because I can't relate. I don't like basketball on TV. Okay, so I know I told y'all that I don't really watch TV like that, and I don't. That's the truth. But I do have a weird obsession with shows like Duck Dynasty, Swamp People, Alaskan Bush People. Don't ask me how or why I watch these shows. I just can't stop watching it. It's like watching a train wreck. You just can't you can't stop. And they tend to play these shows like episode after episode after episode. So you think, okay, when this episode over, like I'm gonna flip the channel. No, like literally you will find yourself up at 2 o'clock in the morning watching these shows because you just can't stop. I think for me it's so fascinating because I watch how these people live, and I know for a fact that I could never ever live the way they live. It's fascinating to me. It truly is a fascination. That's the only way I can explain it. Like, it's a weird obsession. It's just crazy, child. I'm weird. Whatever. But I like me. That's all that matters. As long as you like yourself. I don't know how to light a lighter. Y'all know the lighter that you gotta, yeah. I don't know how to light those. I have tried and tried and tried, and I just can't get it to work. I always have to either ask somebody to light one for me, or I have to use the the lighter, the clicker, like a, y'all know what I'm talking about, the flame. It's like you just press and hold a thing and you click it. I have to use those, or I have to have matches. Otherwise, I will have no flame. I'm obsessed with lemons. I have never purchased nor owned a tube of lipstick. I love lip gloss. I love chapstick, but lipstick I'm not a fan. I want to get braces. Now, I don't want to get braces for probably the reason that everybody else wants to get braces. I don't want to get braces because I got this little gap in my teeth. Like, I done had that for years. Like, I don't even care about that, honestly. The reason I want to get braces is because I cannot stand food in my teeth. And I have a huge problem with this. Like, I keep some dental floss, keep some toothpicks everywhere I go, because it just drives me crazy. It's more than just the aggravation. Like, it literally hurts. Like, I mean, hurts. Like, I can't function. Gotta stop everything I'm doing and find the nearest restaurant and try to dig this food out of my teeth. I do not like it. It drives me insane. So I plan to get braces sometime within the next 2 years. I can eat breakfast food any time of day. I cannot eat hot dogs without coleslaw. I do not like steak. At one point in time in my life, when I was younger, I could not live without steak. Like, every time we went to the grocery store, every time we took a trip to the meat store, I was like, let me get a steak. Can I get a steak? Can I get a steak? Mama, can I get a steak? Auntie, can you buy me a steak? Grandma, can you get me a steak? I was like steak queen. I don't know when. It was sometime when I was in middle school. I want to say maybe 7th or 8th grade. Burger King had this huge E. coli scare. They had a beef recall. Mind you, I live right down the street from Burger King. That was when your girl was tearing up Whoppers every day. That was back when Whoppers were actually big. They was Whopper size, okay? 99-cent Whopper, baby. I was tearing Whoppers up every day. It was my absolute favorite. After that, I don't know if it was just a mental thing or what, but I just didn't like beef, like, at all. I didn't want beef. That was it. No beef. And then I slowly started back eating a little bit of beef here and there, and I'm still at that point. Like I said before, I'm not a big fan of beef, but for whatever reason, I don't like steak. When I see steak on people's plates, when I see steak on commercials, it just looks so good. Oh my God, it just looks so good, and it smells good. And I'll even go as far as asking somebody like, hey, can you get me a little piece of that? Just a little end right there. And they'll give it to me, and I'm chewing for like 4 seconds, and I'm just like, let me spit this on out, because I don't know what it is. I just don't think it tastes good. I just don't. I don't know what it is. But I will say, this year in February, I do remember this. This year in February, we went to Chili's and I asked the person that I was with, could I have a piece of their steak? They rolled their eyes because they know I don't like steak, but they cut it, they gave it to me, and I actually thought it was okay. I did not spit it out, I chewed it right on up. So maybe there's hope for me, but for the most part, I don't like steak. I don't know what it is, but I don't like steak. I've grown and picked cotton. I've made butter from scratch. I'm double jointed. The smell of mangoes prevents me from eating them. Again, this is something that gets my gag reflex going every time. I see a mango, it looks so nice and delicious and ripe. I start peeling that bad boy, and the moment I decide to put it to my mouth, the smell of it reaches my nose first, and I'm just about to just lose it. I just cannot deal with mangoes. I don't know why, but it just smells bad to me. But I do eat mangoes. I just have to literally like cut it up and put it in my smoothies and stuff like that. That's how I eat it. I love it, but I just can't just take the fruit and peel it and then try to put it up and just eat it. I just can't. My favorite lotion of all time, hands down, is baby lotion. I'm addicted to Talenti sea salt caramel gelato or sweets. I have been the same height since the 7th grade. I do not have any tattoos. I didn't start wearing dresses until the summer between my 8th and 9th grade. I used to have a curl and hated it with everything in my being. I low-key have been wanting a drone for a while. I hate repeating meals. So when people tell me about like meal prep, when it comes to like weight loss and things like that, like this is one thing that prevents me from meal prepping because I don't like to repeat meals. Leftovers for me is a stretch, a major stretch. I really don't care to eat the same things over and over. It just drives me nuts. I know people that can eat leftovers over and over and over and over and over until it's completely gone, the pot's clean. I'm the complete opposite. I want it once. If it's really good, I might want it twice. But I mean, if that's like rare, like I just don't like leftovers. I don't know why. I just don't want to eat the same thing over and over again. Like my taste buds is not set up for that. I am not a morning person. Out of all the seafood that I love, seafood is probably one of my favorite types of food. Out of all the seafood that I love, I do not like lobster and clams. I know. Lobster, I'm probably the only person that I know of that does not like lobster. It's not necessarily the taste per se. I think it's more of a texture. Actually, it's a combination. It's the taste and the texture. I don't know why, because people are always like, oh, lobster's just like shrimp. It's not just like shrimp to me because I love shrimp. But lobster is something about it that I just can't agree with. I have had lobster the same way with the salmon. I done had it every which way you can think, and I just don't like it. I can't get with it. It's just something about it. I have gone to Boston Lobster Fest. How many people have gone to Boston Lobster Fest? Let me know in the comments below. I don't know if that's an not international. What am I trying to say? I don't know if that's a national chain. We definitely have a lot here in Florida, especially in Orlando. But I have gone to Boston Lobster Fest. Boston Lobster Fest is a huge buffet of basically nothing but seafood. They do have some other options there, but mainly seafood. Every which way you can think that you want it. Grilled, blackened, raw, cold, hot, don't matter. Steamed, boiled, don't matter. Fried, don't matter. I literally go there and get everything on the menu except lobster because I don't like it. And it's like almost 50 something bucks a person. So, I mean, it's not cheap. I go there and fill up on everything else except the doggone lobster. It's called Boston Lobster. Like, you can like literally eat as many lobsters as you want. Don't like it. Don't want no part of it. Red Lobster the same way. The only time you'll see me eating lobster is if somebody has made it into a dip, or if it's kind of like inside of like an Alfredo sauce type of thing. So like you may go to Red Lobster and they may have a shrimp and lobster Alfredo or something like that. I can eat it like that, but just me cracking it out of the shell, I don't want it. Been on cruises, tons of cruises. Y'all have been on a lot of cruises. Been on a lot of cruises. They always have that 1 or 2 nights on the cruise where they serve lobster. All you can eat. Don't want none of it. Bring me anything else but lobster and steak. I don't want it. And I definitely don't like clams because it's just nasty and chewy. It's weird. When I'm at the store, I never ever pick up and purchase the first item on the shelf or the rack. So like if I'm at the grocery store and I need a can of corn, I will go sometimes as far back as I can and grab that can. I will never ever get the can that's in the front. Same thing when I go to buy clothes. I might see a shirt, I may pick up the shirt, really love the shirt. If I really like it, decide I want to get it, I will never ever get the first 1 or 2 shirts on the rack. I'm gonna always go to the back, get my size, and that's it. The only time that I make an exception is if that's the last one in my size on the rack. Other than that, I will never ever get the one that's first, because I guarantee you somebody, if not tons of people, have already tried that shirt on in the dressing room, and I don't want that funky body in my shirt. Granted, you can always go home and wash it, but that's not the point. The point is, I don't want them putting deodorant lines and they perfume and stretching the junk all out of proportion. So The Source is my favorite. Well, I'm not gonna say my favorite, but it's one of my favorite books. Like, I am a sucker for romantic comedies. My favorite rap song, and I have a whole lot of rap songs that I love, but my favorite, I don't care where I'm at, what I'm doing, if I hear this song come on, I'm about to drop everything I do. I'm about to get my little fake mic. I'm about to get on the 1s and 2s. I'm about to just make it do what it do, because your girl loves Song Cry by Jay-Z. That is my song. Oh my God, that's my song. I'm telling y'all, been my song, will always be my song. Love it. My favorite deceased singer is Luther Vandross. Y'all, oh my God, give me some Luther, but big Luther, not little Luther. I'm just playing. What movie that come from? You should know. That's easy. That's the easy one. What movie that come from? Big Luther, not little Luther. But no, I love him. Big Luther and Little Luther, and Luther who curled just wouldn't. Yeah. Who? Tell me what movie that comes from. So guys, honestly, I don't even know if that was 100. I caught myself keeping track, but somehow I lost track. So when I edit this video, I hope you guys really gain some insight into who I am, and let me know down below in the comment section if you guys share any of the same commonalities with me. I would love to hear about it. I would love to hear some stories. But if you really like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching and supporting my channel. Again, subscribe to me on all social media platforms: Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, Google+, you name it. And I look forward to doing more of these videos. And again, thank you so much for watching. I love you guys.